Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I want to explain you about the morphological processes. But before that, my name is Tasya Saputri. I'm from PBI1. Okay, chapter 4, morphological processes. Before I explain about the morphological processes, what is morphological processes? Well, morphological processes process can be defined as on simultaneously change the form of morpheme, usually a stem, and adds an element of meaning to that morpheme. And then, can morphological processes be called an affix? Morphological process cannot be staged as affixations. The morphological process is not an affixation process because the results of the process are not neatly divided into two parts, but the morphological process is characterized by affix and is influenced by processes of various affix. Well, the example from the morphological processes is I have 4 example from the morphological processes. First, infixations, and the second is the reduplications, and then the third is ablaut and umlaut, and the last is tone rules. Okay, next I am going to explain you about the infixation. Infixation is inserting material inside a morpheme. So, for example, the most common type of infix in English grammar is expletive or expressions, as in fan, bloody, tastic. The root is fantastic, and then the word bloody is infixations, and will be fan, bloody, tastic. Or can be seen in Osaka conchal in the word squirrel for singular cheche, then for plural infixation this mark to che. The plural is formed in this class of nouns in Osaka conchal by infusing this mark before the final syllable of the singular. Okay, next, discontinuous morphemes. What is discontinuous morpheme? Discontinuous morpheme is condition none of the stems is pronounceable by itself because it has a consonant root, and English doesn't have example from this. In general, these examples are in Arabic. The root is WGD. When insert a vowel triple A, can be wajada for masculine and wajadat for feminine. It has the same sense. Its sense is fine. Well, in English doesn't have example from this because in English, nothing in the root only has consonant, such as F and G. It is not always means food, but can be fat, fit, and so on. It has not same sense. Okay, next, I want to explain you about the reduplications. And what is a reduplication? Reduplication is repetitions of all or part of a morpheme to express morphological category. And then reduplication divided 2, and they are complete reduplications, and second is a partial reduplications. Complete reduplications is if an entire morpheme is reduplicated. Incomplete reduplication can be thought of as compounding, in which the reduplicated morpheme is compounded with itself. An example from the complete reduplications is first is the goody goody, and the second is puh puh. And in Indonesia, I have example for singular is rumah, and then for plural is rumah-rumah. Plurality is another common meaning of reduplicated forms. Okay, next, partial reduplications. Partial reduplication is reduplicated part of the morpheme. In partial reduplication, the reduplicated part of the morpheme may be prefix, suffix, or infix. So, example from the partial reduplication is the first is handy dandy, and then bow wow. And in Indonesia, I have example from the partial reduplication is suka duka. Next, oblige. Oblige is a vowel alternation that expresses morphological categories. So, example from the oblige is irregular verb in English. For example, sing, sang, and sung. Sing for the verb 1, sang for the verb 2, and sung for the verb 3. It has same sense, it is sings, but have different categories, verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Okay, next, umlaut. Umlaut is a process that forms a vowel under specific condition. In general, example of umlaut are Germany. Example have in German is hatte for past indicative and hätte for past subjunctive. For the past subjunctive, hätte with the two dots on top of the vowel a. More on a word show the difference in how it is read. So, in English, umlaut examples are in absorption words, and there are only a few. Example, cafe. Pronoun their word is not cafe, but cave. This word absorption from France. And another example is the resume with apostrophe in a. Not pronoun resume, but resume. Okay, next is tone rules. Tone rule is assign or change tone morphemes in order to derive a different morphological category. So, example in English is protest as a noun and protest as a verb. When you pronounce of two words, there is a different stress in each syllable. In the Oxford Dictionary, this stress is marked by the apostrophe in front of the word. Protest in noun, stress placement in first syllable, and protest as verb, stress placement in second syllable. Okay, I think that's all for my presentations. I'm so sorry for my mistake. Dela say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. See you.